implemented what I like to call the mini conference call. They have been very effective to target and train my team to their specific needs. So for example, I might take a growing silver team and their downline, or a gold, senior gold, and their team. This does two things. One, it recognizes that particular team and shows them how important they are, that I'm willing to invest in them and pour into them, and they're not just a number to me, that I want to help them grow their business. And then secondly, it allows you to address specific needs within that team. You know, one team might be in need of encouragement and motivation. Another might be looking for tips on how to grow outside of their warm market, or maybe to move, customers over to ambassadors. I love doing these because I'm able to pour in and connect with so many different levels and different legs of my team and meet them right where they are at, what they need in their business. They've definitely been a factor in the growth my team has experienced over the last few months. And the best thing about these, I'm not the only one doing them. These have duplicated down the line. There are people all over, different leaders across a variety of legs and on a variety of levels that have picked these up and are having great success with them. Weekly team calls. Every week on Sunday evening, I host a team training call. There really is something special about dialing in to your specific Plexus team, your specific Plexus family that generates engagement. We have hundreds of people that jump on those calls every week. We have a new topic every week. Sometimes I lead the training. Other times I call upon different leaders on my team to come and share. And then oftentimes we have leaders all over Plexus, guest speakers come on and share their wisdom and their knowledge with our team. It has been one of my very favorite tools to engage my team on a weekly basis. And it's something I have felt has held so much value, and they can always count on it. So if you are not, or if your upline is not doing a weekly call or even a bi-weekly call, I want to challenge you to take on the task. Can anybody do that? Yeah? It'll make a difference. You guys, I was a senior gold ambassador when I started these. And I have done them ever since because I've seen so much value come from them. You are the CEO of your business, okay? There's no magic way. This is just what has worked for me. The goal here is just to take away that you just have to engage those new team members from the start. Get them started strong, equip them. It doesn't have to look exactly like this. Just keep in mind, because this was my struggle at the beginning. When that new ambassador pays that $34.95, that's not when the work ends. That's when the work begins, where you really have to dig in and invest.
Right. But the good news is, if you put that time in on the front end, you're going to get major benefits on the back end. So you've gotten your ambassador off to the right start if you've provided them with a knowledge base, equipped them with the proper tools, and then you pointed them to available resources to use. So you're kind of like the mama bird who provides this cozy little nest for birds and, bringing over the juicy worms every day. You've given your little babies the foundation to be successful, and that's really your responsibility as their sponsor. But as the mama bird, you cannot keep bringing those worms to your entire downline all the time. You couldn't keep up with their growing needs, and hopefully everyone in here has dual goals. And at some point you're going to get so big, there really is not time in your day to feed your entire downline. And that little nest is going to get kind of cramped, okay? So at some point, just like the mama bird, you're going to have to kick those ambassadors out of the nest. And, let them fly on their own. Some of y'all have built this culture, I think, of codependence, and it's limiting you. And I'm here to say, you have got to enable your future leaders to fly. So if you have engaged and equipped your downline well through some of these tools that Tamara's been talking about, you can feel okay about giving them that nudge, okay? Some of them are gonna fall to the ground. That's inevitable, but that's okay. You've done what you could do. And they've probably benefited from Plexus. They're healthier. They may have made a couple $100. Great. But those that you kick out of the nest that kind of start flapping their wings, and are working hard, those are who you need to get up under, okay? You're going to be there, and you're going to help them soar. I think...
Yeah. Have you all ever heard the 80-20 rule? Yeah. So 80% of your business will come from 20% of your team. And I have definitely found that to be true for my team. 80% of your efforts then should be focused on 20% of your downline who get it, the ones who are working hard. They're your producers. So identify that 20% and pour into them. Identify them as leaders and build into them on a continual basis. Empower them. Challenge them to take on topics for a team call, or maybe ask them to do a video training for their team. Push them a little bit. Get them out of that comfort zone. You could even create a smaller leaders-only Facebook page where you can really pour in and invest into your business builders, your leaders. One of the tremendous benefits of network marketing is that there are team members with a variety of strengths. Call upon those strengths. Know your downline and call upon them to benefit the entire team. If you have a product guru, build them up and ask them to share product knowledge with the team. If you have someone who loves to speak and share plexus with others, encourage them, challenge them to hold monthly meetings, and then be there as a support to help them do so. Capitalize on every leader's individual strengths and help them cultivate those strengths to lead and grow their own teams.
All right. So you're going to see a twofold benefit when you do that. You're going to have your people grow as leaders, and it's going to take some of that training burden off of you to free you up to go back to expand and engage with new team members. So our 3 E's that we've talked about are kind of like a wash, rinse, and repeat cycle. So we're continually in the process of expanding our network, with our prospecting list, so that we can sign new ambassadors and engage and equip them from the start. But at some point with those people, we move from coach to cheerleader, and we have to empower them to take ownership of their own business and engage and, expand and engage and empower their own team. If you get stuck on any of these E's too long, your business is going to stagnate. I've seen some people that have gotten off to such a great start, expanding their business, but then they get stuck in this engaging phase. And like I mentioned before, they've got their nest full of all these birds, and it's that codependence, and their downline needs them all the time. So they don't have time to go back to the expanding phase. And let's be honest, we all know we need blue lines to, cancel out some of those inevitable white lines that we're all getting. So you've got to make sure that you're continually in that cycle and be cognitive of it so you don't get stuck. But again, the good news is that you don't have to be stuck, and hopefully you're going to leave here today with a plan of action to propel you to that next level of business.
So we are going to expand our business, engage our new people from the start, and then empower them to do the same. All the documents that we've referenced, our prospecting list, the new ambassador checklist, and so on, they will be available on a link, a Facebook group, after these sessions are over. So remember, you are the leaders. You are